Hey everybody, I'm Tom Ross.
And I'm Todd Anderson.
You're watching the Verse Series on StarCityGames.com.
All right, so we're back this week playing some more Standard in preparation for the SCG Open coming up in Knoxville this weekend. It's actually been quite some time since I've played Standard. The first event of the new Standard season where Chris Van Meter won with red-white vehicles, 2 weeks before the Pro Tour. That was the last time I really got to play much of Standard.
Yeah, we played 2 Modern and a Legacy Open since then. I haven't really been playing much Standard myself, but I did favor the red-white vehicles deck that TVN won with. And Reed Duke won the last Standard Classic, and where were we, Baltimore? He won the Baltimore Classic with his own take on red-white vehicles. Less vehicles, more red-white. Yeah, some stasis snares, cut all the Declaration Stones and the Fleetwood Cruisers. Plays an Avacyn, plays some stasis snares main deck. Like the way it looks.
Yeah, it looks like it's just going a little bit bigger than the traditional. It's maybe a little less aggressive because Fleetwood Cruiser did provide the deck with a bit of a punch as the game wore on. And, it made cards like DePaula a little bit better and things like that. But, Smuggler's Copter, I think, is the only vehicle that really deserves a slot in any of these aggressive decks. Mm-hmm. And anything else, you have to really work to justify playing them. I do like Cultivator's Caravan in the Mardu and 4-color vehicles decks just because it helps you out playing stuff like Unlicensed Disintegration, maybe some sideboard cards where you splash Ceremonious Rejection or something like that. But for the most part, Smuggler's Copter is it, and I think it's good enough. Veteran Motorist I think is good enough on its own.
True.
Doesn't really need to crew something, but the turns where you get to curve Copter into crewing it do seem like really powerful, and Fleetwood Cruiser just didn't seem that necessary. Anyway, that's what Tom's playing today. I'm going to be playing a blue-white flash deck. Now, this deck was really popular at the Pro Tour, actually. It had multiple people going 9-1. It was, at the very least, it looked like it was the most dominant constructed deck until the top 8 started. Eventually being wheedled up by various control decks, Shota Yasuoka with his Grixis, and Carlos Romao with his Jeskai control. But this blue-white deck has been all over the place in various Grand Prix. It's taken down numerous titles since the Pro Tour, and I haven't gotten a chance to play with it yet. So I'm playing it today just to give it a try, and we're playing against what I think might be one of the more difficult matchups. I think decks without a lot of removal tend to struggle against the more aggressive versions of red-white, and this might be the case here. I'm excited to see what's going to happen.
Yeah, I also got some Gideon's main deck. They might not be good in this matchup. He has a lot of flyers. I don't have as many. All I have the Smuggler's Copter. Reed played the Gideons, playing 3 copies of them, which is higher than normal vehicle counts. But let me see if I can land one. If I can and don't get like spell quality or whatever, then it could run away with the game or it could just get attacked and die.
Yeah. All right, guys, let's go and get to the match and see who takes it down between red-white vehicles and blue-white flash. All right, I'm on the play here for game 1 after winning the die roll, and my hand looks like it's okay. We have a couple ways to buy ourselves time, but long story short, if I don't draw a land, I'm just going to lose.
Yeah, my hand has all the pieces, a 1-drop, 2-drop, possible 3-drop.
Good, all right,
yeah,
your turn.
I think the Urban Spectre is the most important card in the deck. It's my favorite card.
It is very good. I've been playing a lot of vehicles on Magic Online, and the card's just great.
Alright. I don't think there's any crazy reason not to attack.
Alright, 19.
Luckily I have a card that can't be rebuffed.
Yep, that's unfortunate. Target non-artifact spell. Why? Why?
It's my only artifact spell in the deck.
Maybe I shouldn't play this card. Maybe I should just keep holding. Alright, go. I'll just keep taking a beating. But
basically all the lists are going to be rebuffed nowadays, so I don't think I'm too wild and crazy not to be respecting it here.
Alright. 15.
I can afford to pitch a land, or land at this point. Which land's going to be? What am I even doing next turn? Okay.
My turn?
Yeah, it is.
Alright, well, we didn't draw a land again. I guess we can move to discard. Holding up Revolutionary Rebuff might be a mistake just because he's been playing around it, or he played around it last turn. I assume that he had something he could cast for 2 mana. Ugh. Trying to figure out if I should discard something good or just cast Selfless Spirit. If you cast Gideon next turn, I just lose. So I think I just have to discard and hope I draw a land. It's possible I should hold on to this, because if I do hit 3 lands in a row, it could be the only way. Actually, yeah, I'm just going to discard a rebuff. Give it all away.
Maybe that entices me to play Gideon.
It's also a good point. Maybe I should have mulliganed this hand, but I don't know. I feel like if you're mulliganing that hand on the play with 2 rebuffs in the dark, I don't really know why you would play the deck.
There's no way you wouldn't have another rebuff. You'd have to have Selfless Spirit or something. So, yeah, whatever.
Conned me. Conned me good.
Oh,
Yep. I'm at 10.
Go.
Alright, you win. You win, you win. Doesn't even matter what he has. I can't just sit here and take a bunch of damage. Alright, I'm on the play here for game 2, and hopefully I get to cast some spells. Looks like I can already do that, which is nice. I mean, obviously I could have cast spells last game, but not
I had
many.
the mulligan at 6. That's when you need an artifact. Keep exposed.
Alright, your turn.
Yeah.
Alright, well, step 1, we drew a land. Now we need to draw something to do. Some way to crew this copter. Alright, we'll take
3 damages.
3 damages.
Done with my turn.
Oh, that's a tilt. Alright, go. It's not a good start for us, but I could have held up a potential rebuff that turn. That might have been a better idea than just playing a second copter, just because it might have
Gonna be
kept him from
7 damages when it happens.
Yeah, man.
I can only cast 1 spell next turn anyway. I think I want another white mana. Okay.
Alrighty. Can we draw something good, please? Alrighty.
10.
I'm at 10 already. Your turn. Almost assuredly dead.
Oh, you took 1 more. I'm sorry. You took.
Oh, it is a dwarf. Yeah, I'm at 9. Wow. The more you know.
So you want to block 1 creature? Let's see here.
I can only block 1 creature.
So I can't like snare anything mid combat. That doesn't really work. Doesn't really work.
Okay.
Yeah, what could you be blocking? You could be blocking this Toolcraft against or something. I should be attacking the Gideon at some amount of damage.
Let me know when you figure it out, and then I'll figure out if I want to block or not.
Copter Crute. So I guess this should just go Gideon. So I think we can't trade with anything. I guess you could trade Depala, Gideon to die. You take 3. That is an outcome that could happen.
That'll probably be the outcome. I got these extra copters.
Alright, I suppose I would attack Gideon with this. Only casting 1 spell this turn, so it's gonna be this.
Alright.
Do I get to trade these in whatever order I want? I attack with Copter and
No,
comes tab.
no, you do that when you crew.
No, it's comes tab. Oh, I'm good. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, you attacked with it. Sorry. Yeah, you can choose the order, I guess.
Yeah, I think I'm alright.
Alright. Block here. I'm gonna loot. Discard an extra island. These trade. Gideon dies. I take 4. I'm at. I guess you could sack Silver Spirit if you want to, but.
Oh, yeah, good. Yeah, it seems worthwhile.
Okay, I'm at 5. Alrighty. Well, he already told me he has Stasis Snare, so I'm dead, but go.
Fury may lose with fire up and Needle Spires? I don't think so. You'd have to have a bunch of blockers. I guess I wouldn't do it. I would. So crew with this. I guess I'll do it for 2.
Okay.
Oh, shoot. Oh, nothing. Alright. Saw my next card, but I don't think it matters much.
Alright.
Put my loot on. Okay, then I'd snare that, yeah.
Snare this. Alright, I will die. Oh no, I'm not dead. I only take 4. Alright.
Did I mess up?
Crew this.
Okay, so I would wait after the
Oh yeah,
indestructible resolves.
yeah. So he lets the indestructible resolve. I say go to blocks. He says no. He targets this. I animate this. So this can die, but this cannot.
Okay.
All right, and
These are 4 threes.
this crude or this crude?
This crude.
All right, so these 3 are attacking. These are 4 threes.
Yeah.
So I guess block here and here, and these trade, but I'll loot.
Did I blow it?
This
Hope
has
not.
indestructible. I go to 1. I don't think you blew it.
Alright.
Unless I draw something real nice, which spoiler. Yeah, I'm dead. I can kill 1 thing, but then this doesn't actually block.
Stones.
Okay, we're here for sideboarding after game 2. Mostly I just want to cut Revolutionary Rebuff. Even though I'm on the play, which is where it's going to be the most effective, I think that the vehicles deck just gets under you too quickly sometimes for it to actually be good. Plus, if you're not actually adding to the board, you just continually fall further and further behind, especially if they are able to start playing around it with 1-drops on turn 3, copters on turn 2, etc. So we're going to be cutting these. I'm not actually sure if I should be bringing in more declarations or cutting the ones I have. I do know that it feels pretty bad, being a sorcerer speed removal spell that doesn't actually, trade 1 for 1. It trades, basically half of 1 for 1 because he gets a clue out of it. And the deck is so low to the ground that they're able to crack the clue and usually play the spell they draw off of it, when you get to turn 5, 6, etc. So, I may reassess on the draw and maybe bring in declarations to buy me enough time to develop. But on the play, I think I can usually stabilize with stuff like Reflector Mage, and even Spell Queller as just a 2/3 body doesn't seem all that bad. And then we're going to be bringing in 2 copies of Fragmentize. Smuggler's Copter from the aggressive deck, especially when he's able to pump it, is going to be a little more devastating than mine are against him. So I'm bringing Fragmentize to maybe help win the Copter fight. 2 copies is not a huge sacrifice, and then 2 Linvala, because if I am able to get to that late in the game, or if I flood out a little bit, having a big spell like Linvala to get me back in the game is important.
I'm over here just making stuff up while you sideboard. Anyway, not sure what to do. If I had an easy card like I don't know, more Harness Lightning to be much simpler, but I could bring in like a bunch of Galvanic Bombardments or something. The first one only hits like Selfless Spirit, but the second and third ones are very good. I'm kind of just worried about keeping Spell Quellers off the board. I'm gonna be on the draw, so I don't mind like lowering my curve a little bit. Bookspector is good when you're like dense on cards, which you're a little bit more dense on cards whenever you're on the draw. I definitely don't want my higher cards getting hit by a rebuff or a Spell Queller. Basically, not quite sure. I also have like Fragmentizes in my sideboard, but you only play Smuggler's Copter, so it's pretty narrow. I guess you also have Spell Snare, but I mean, yeah. What's it called? Stasis Snare. It's close. I'm just gonna be aggressive as I can be, I guess. That's
Okay.
right.
All right, I'm on the play here for game 3, and this hand looks legit great. So hopefully it pans out.
Yeah, mine's pretty good too. Don't have any 1-drops, but I might have 2 things to do on turn 4. Might be cool. All right.
All right, let's get our engine started. Go. Smuggler Copter beatdowns.
Okay. Well, no responding. That's kind, I guess.
I think we just want to use our mana as efficiently as possible. Attack, trigger. I think we actually want to discard one of these Thraben Inspectors, which seems kind of gross. Maybe we could pitch a land. The Thraben Inspector might actually be better than the land because it could draw us lands later. Alright, so 17, and then I'll fragmentize this.
Yeah, I'm gonna be bringing in Fragmentize after this game. I didn't realize he had all 4 stasis snares in his deck, which makes my decision much easier. I thought I was more narrow in targets. Some lands? Alright. Go. Oh wait, playing land, sorry.
Oh. Thought you were mana screwed. Alright, bounce this. 5 ya. Discard another. Alright, I'll discard Fragmentize. So you go to 12, and then I'll get a clue. So this is what the deck is supposed to do.
Did I suppose? In the interest of what am I interested in doing? I guess. There we go.
Alright, draw a card. Ooh. Trigger. Huh. Yeah, still into it. You go to 7. Get 2 more clues. Your turn.
Oogie. I guess I'll leave up this needle sparse block. Go. Put that right there.
So what happens if he casts Avacyn? I think he might still just be dead. Alright, I'll make an emblem. And Crutus tag. Actually, I'm probably going to end up sacking the Selfless Spirit, so I think I'm actually going to use it to activate this. So we'll attack with ease, trigger this. Discard Avacyn.
Okay, you win. I'm about to take 6 unblock damage, but lose my Depala in the process too.
But you have Avacyn. How are you going to lose your Depala?
Oh yeah. Well, I lose it when I die. Can't take cards with you. Okay, here back for sideboard. I decided to bring in the Fragmentizes. Now that I realize he has 8 targets for it, which should be plenty enough. Also, the Galvanic Bombardments are probably pretty good. They hit the. If I can just get the Selfless Spirit out of combat when combat's about to happen, like the turn before, pretty good. And you also just want to bring in all 4 of them if you bring in any of them at all. I'm kind of just shaving down a little bit. I guess I'm taking out this Avacyn because I don't know if I won't be fighting that kind of fight against them. I'm also siding out a land, so that's kind of a combo thing. I'm kind of just shaving on this. This is Selfless Spirit gets worse without Avacyn, etc. Stasis Snare is one of the more expensive removal spells, and I don't think I want to be whacking. He doesn't have like. He has a lot of blockers and stuff, and Bushwhacker's better against things like Fumigate anyway. Plus, I'm about to be able to play this game, which probably won't have as many cards. So, alright. Be cheaper, be better. Alright, here for game 4, I'm on the play. I have a bunch of cheap cards and a few land. Yep, in there.
This might actually be a mulligan here. I kind of want to keep it just to see. I don't know, though. Like, I don't even have the second white for these Stasis Snares. That's bad. I'm actually going to take a mulligan. We'll go to 6. Alright, well, it was right on top along with 2 Reflector Mages.
So I don't have a ton of pressure, but I do have a clue to crack at some point in time.
Alright, we're back on 6 cards, and this hand is really good for a 6. We get to scry as well, and we get the extra card from being on the draw, so let's take a look. We do need a land, so we'll keep it. You're up.
Alright. Fella. 3 deuce getting loose.
Unfortunately, can't trade if he has an artifact, but dominates combat if he doesn't have an artifact too.
It's interesting. Why do I need a land next turn? I don't think very badly.
Galvanic Bombardment, my Thraben Spectre. Attack for 1. Do it.
Maybe just bombardment it for the heck of it. I don't even know what I need with this Veteran Motorist.
Alright.
Alright, so
17.
go. Maybe I'll have a better idea next turn. I could want lands, could not.
Go.
Yeah, but
Fine.
did find a land. What does that mean? What do you mean lands?
Nothing really means anything, Tom.
Alright, what's up?
Alright, 14.
Once again, I don't really know if I want lands or spells. I guess I want this spell, not this land. Alright, that was easy enough. Kept the third sector, bottom of land.
Alright, I don't think we want a Reflector Mage yet. We'll just deploy a little more to the board. So you go. The poly here would be pretty bad. I think we could deal with it. It wouldn't be devastating by any means, but it would be annoying for sure.
I don't think I have an attack. So, we'll do this.
Don't do that. Just put a die on it.
And come on. I'm thinking over here. Alright, whatever, go.
Alright, whatever go. So I don't really want to Reflector Mage anything on this battlefield. So I think we'll just draw a card. We didn't draw land or a thing we could cast, which is unfortunate. So just pass turn, I suppose.
Yeah, I need to draw cards myself.
If he had one other big threat in play, I probably would have played Reflector Mage just to stabilize, but
whatever. Why that bad? It is bad. I need to do something else. I can just play this.
Alright.
There we go.
I think we want to wait until we draw another land before we either want to crack Clue or to try to cast these two spells. I think I'm going to Reflector Mage the Veteran Motorist, though. I think I actually have an attack here for 2. Yeah, we'll attack for 2.
But how can I attack you back? Attack you back for like 2 damage. Oh well, so that's what's here for. Boom.
Alright.
Sacrificing it so I don't have any energy to my name.
Yep.
Right.
I was hoping his play last turn would have just been crack Clue.
Yeah, so hold on a second. Let me get this clue back before I miss my combat.
Yeah, you should probably attack first if you're going to attack.
So what was happening? This was kind of happening, or
Or I'll probably just eat 2 Thraben Specters, a few. I don't actually know yet.
this is real poor. What did I get myself into? Maybe I'll find something that I want to draw into. Kind of.
Didn't I bounce him last turn? Ain't you cheating right now?
Oh no. What would I do then? I don't know what I would do.
Shuffle your deck. You ain't supposed to have that information. Can we get a GRV sticker on Tom's name up there?
Huh. Well, there were the 2 perfects on top.
That sucks. Shouldn't have looked at them.
Okay.
Tom mad now.
Go.
What? I'm sorry. That's how rules work. Alright. Copter and Silval Spirit. And no attacks, I suppose. If I attack with Reflector Mage, it's actually probably just doesn't block, right? Block with like these 2 and this, and then I could only kill that. I think I'd be fine trading that there. Maybe. Gotta start trying to kill him sometime. Maybe this is just like a free 2 damage. I think it's just a free 2 damage. Okay. Alright, your turn.
Fragmentize that.
So I can turn it into a creature and then Selfless Spirit it? Kind of want to do that. Yeah, we'll activate this and then we'll sack.
Yeah, go.
I guess we'll just say go. Might have another fragmentize. Would not be great, but wouldn't be backbreaking.
So. Go.
Alright, I think I want a stasis snare motorist.
It's gone.
Fragmentize copter. Attack.
Okay.
Pitch land, 17-14. Go. Buck one. Go to 13.
Yep. Go.
Alright, I'll crack clue. Untap draw. Might want the second blue. I think I'm fine looting away this plains though. Activate this. Text.
Snare it.
I think I'm gonna spell queller that.
Okay.
Attack loot. I already played a land. So you take 3, 14. And your turn.
Alright.
That's bad news.
Go.
Alright, so now we're just in a racing situation. So we'll attack for 5 loot. Guess we'll pitch this other copter. Put you 9.
Okay.
Say go.
Can't beat anything, right? Can't beat Avison. Can't beat spells. Definitely spells, but
I think we just have to stop that with this.
okay, I'm dead.
Okay.
Alright, here for game 5. I don't have an artifact yet, but I do have a motorist. Hopefully I can find something.
Yeah, my side, we need to draw about 4 lands in a row, but if we do, we're in great shape. This hand's not that bad regardless. So. Hope he doesn't draw that artifact.
Well.
Good, crack the clue next turn
Yeah.
instead of anything. Oh, come on.
Yay, breaks.
Never brick. Alright, go. Maybe I should attack for 1. Yeah, attack.
Yeah, I don't see any way that card. That
Well,
creature can be
basically-
included in combat.
Oh, so if I don't, you could go like 2-drop plus kill this, and then if I sack this, I get to save 3 damage.
Just wait on your turn. Kill your spirit interrupt
Yeah,
or something.
yeah. Right.
Alright, 19 life.
Well, if I can threaten to trade here, I think you'd want to kill this if you had the free mana for the bombardment. Yep.
I don't want to be doing stuff. I think so. Okay. Well, can't cast this one. Can't really cast this one either. What if I keep this and no, whatever. Venom bow. I did have what you said, which is bombardment that. Okay.
Tom always be tricking me.
Can't cast 2 spells next turn. How bad's Reflector Mage for me? Too bad, I think. Alright.
Alright, take 7, I'm at 10.
Okay.
Come on, deck. That ain't it. That ain't it at all. All right, go. Need to just naturally draw a plains or a prairie stream next turn.
What can blocks be? This? It looks pretty good.
I would definitely make that trade.
Okay, this. I think. No, hold on a sec. If I just crew first, I get to loot away this, and then I have a more clear look at two. Might be better. Alright, attack with this. No way, it's just. I'm going crazy, I'm sorry. Let me play this first.
Okay.
They're just two creatures. Might be good enough. I'll keep one. If I lose this copter, I think they can be real bad anyway, so I'd attack and crew.
Okay.
And discard.
Alright, take 4.
And 4
Alright,
damage,
so take
I'll
5.
make 5.
Yeah, that's not good. Alright, come on. Or no land, I guess. Sorry.
Yeah, no land drop.
Alright. Plains. Well, that was like next best thing, I guess. Draw.
That's probably frag.
Yeah, frag the copter. Your turn.
If my land wasn't an Inspiring Advantage, I could have had another white source on my last turn and played this here Selfless Spirit. Can't. Well. Oh, what? I think I want to get an attack, don't I? You take 1. I'd lose. I trade these and you take 1. Or you just block like that. I guess you just block like that.
Yeah, I'm more than happy trading my Thraven Inspector for a Veteran Motorist. I believe. If you attack with all thing, I'll probably do this. So I don't, unless you have an artifact, I don't think attacking with the Exemplar is worth it.
I think I can trade this card for 3 damage. Trade these and get at least 1 damage in, I think. Alright.
Alright. I think I have to do this and pass priority. He sacks, I'll sack, and then I'll take 1. Yeah, sure.
So I attack first. Yeah, that's it.
Alright, sack this. I take 1. I'm at 4.
Yeah, go.
Now we need to draw something good.
I think Trading Spirits was good.
Alright, go.
Now he's dead on board, so it makes it easy. I can harness lightning it.
Alright, I'm dead. Didn't draw 4 lands in a row. Oh, here they all were.
Me neither.
Alright, so you saw exactly what my fear was coming into the matchup, where Tom was able to get under me pretty easily. You know, his deck is really geared towards hitting the battlefield early with 1 and 2 drops, and mine has some ways to keep up with things like Spell Queller, Reflector Mage, and even like a healthy number of 1 and 2 drops to interact with you, but it just didn't feel like it was enough. I feel like most games you were able to empty your hand. I think your Smuggler's Copters were better, not only because you were able to pump them, but also because they filled your draw better. Like once your curve kind of stops at 3 or 4, depending on what you want to loot away, you're able to cast just more spells per game than I am.
Yeah, of course I have the 1 drop, so I can crew copter easier. Of course, Tapala and Veteran Motorist. Always watching is in the deck, but that didn't come up too much. That's another card to win the Copter Wars. I felt like I got a little bit lucky drawing artifacts to combo with Toolcraft Exemplar. There's only about 10 artifacts, I think. There's like 2 Pia, Theramin Inspector, and
4 Copter.
4 Copter, yeah. So this 10, I think the deck might be banking on the opponent casting Declaration Stone on Tapala or something. I think that
another reason why I look smart taking out my
I would really enjoy
stones.
my Tapala getting stoned if I had another in my hand. So yeah, without the Fleetwood Cruisers, that count just gets lower. I would rather have like 3 Pierre Nalar and only 3 Tapala as well, but Reed Duke's a master. He designed it, he played it at the Pro Tour, and he won the Classic with it, so it's hard to argue with it.
Yeah, for sure. My side, I think that the Blue-White Flash deck is a good deck. I'm not sure if it's a great deck, and I think that, when you have a metagame that can look as aggressive as this red-white vehicles deck, and can look even more aggressive than that with the black-red artifact-based aggro deck with 4 copies of Unlicensed Disintegration. You have Mardu Vehicles, which is even lower to the ground than that one, featuring in Inventor's Apprentice. You start to think like, what if this deck just can't keep up unless it draws a bunch of Reflector Mages or just a bunch of its cheap side of the deck. And that's one of my biggest concerns, is maybe people are building this deck still to fight things that don't really exist anymore. And if people are able to get under you with these aggressive white-based decks, then maybe this needs to change. And I'm not sure exactly what that means. I think that the removal for white is kind of bad. Like, Declaration Stone stinks.
Yeah.
I think Revolution
Stone in this.
Yeah.
I think Snare is just the best you think you'd be doing, but it also is a little expensive and pretty strict mana requirements too. Like, you didn't have double white for a while. I didn't have double white in like one of my games.
Yeah. At the very least, I would try to play Harness Lightning in some form or fashion. We saw Andrew Tenjum actually won a Magic Online PTQ shortly after the Pro Tour with his take on. It's like a hybrid actually of red-white vehicles and blue-white flash. It basically had elements of both. It had Veteran Motorist as well as Reflector Mage and Spellqueller, and honestly, it looked really good, and maybe that is the direction that people should go. Both of these decks, I think, have their faults, and they both have their strengths, and if you just combine them, I don't really feel like, it's that big of a downside. You get to play Harness Lightning, you get to play Reflector Mage, and, you still get to play all these aggressive, Inventor's Apprentices and things, Toolcraft Exemplars as well, so... Not exactly sure, but we're going to have more versus videos later this week. Make sure to tune in for those in preparation for SCG Knoxville. We're going to have 2 great commentators.
Yeah, Matthias and Ryan Overturf.
Yep, bringing you guys 15 rounds of standard action followed by top 8. It is going to be the last Open before Thanksgiving into the Invitational and the Race to the Players' Championship. Recently, Tom was slightly overtaken by Jeff Hooglin in the Player of the Year race. I'm sure you're looking to get your points and get back on top.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't even know where I am after this. We'll see. Columbus has just happened, so maybe I beat him in that. Maybe not.
Yeah.
But the Invitational is what's really going to matter.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of points up for grabs over the next few weeks. Guys, make sure to tune in to SCG Live to see the race in action. Anyway, it's going to be all for me today, as well as Tom Ross. Thanks for watching the Verse Series on StarCityGames.com, and we'll see you soon.